Hi class, today we are going to glance on brownies. The word like brownies, everybody's familiar is either we use this word in a social setup or in biological term. In social setup, we mention you have to use your head there, so it's mean you have to use your brain there. Learning by doing is the same thing we repeat again and again. In a biological point of view, in a medical point of view, we call brownies called king of all human body. This is the king of all human body. My goodness, why they are called king of all human body? The lot of tendency is, the most important thing is that they are being located into the control center. They're the part of control center of CNS center nervous system of an animal. All animals they have to be there when we go evolutionary. So of course that is has been located in the skull. Where they've been located, they're located in a skull. That's why sometimes they call craniata is also the better name is. Their function is actually brain is responsible for the multiple functions, but what their responsibility is, of course, they're responsible for the number of tasks, the task like perception. That is perception. The task number one is perception. They're also responsible for cognition. I love this term is cognition, cognitive. They're also responsible for attention. They're also responsible for the memory. Of course, they're also responsible for the emotion. The last but not the least is action. Action speak louder than voice. Although we mentioned that brain is called king of all human body, they're the part of central nervous system. Below counting the skull, their responsibility is perception. We perceive the thing is cognition. Most thing we learn that is because of cognition is. Although we are not powerful than charm there, we are not powerful than call there, but our cognition is more than that's why. We pay attention there, so pay attention. And we have a memory, of course, and that is awesome. That's why, if suppose somebody have a memory task, that is emotion. We are very, very emotional, that is. And of course, the actions speak louder than words. So all the responsibility is. So you may also call that is the maestros creation. Where the decision is occur in the right time, in the right sequence, in the right manner. So of course, so we call they are called king of all human body. As per the evolutionary is concerned, as per human is concerned, in human, I mean talking about the mammal is concerned, mammal. When we're talking about mammals or mammal, the best expression of evolution is, and we can evolutionary from prokaryotic, of course that is prokaryotic, then eukaryotic is. So all thing is going to be happen here, but the best and for example is that is mammal is because class wise they have a lot of those qualities. Brain has been have 3 parts, pure brain, and again namely is mentioned here. But my task today is to generalize the brain is pure brain, mid-brain, and that is hindbrain. Okay, and namely you also call then the pure brain is car prosencephalon, this is called mesencephalon, and this is called rumpencephalon is even per minute, I mean per minute, how much blood they're going to supply here. They have 750 mile. Oh my goodness, blood supply per minute. Oh my goodness, and almost there 1-3 per kg, something like that is. I'm going to explain why brain is important comparatively and evolutionary. I'm not going to mention those things like telonocephalon and dinocephalon. Telonocephalon has been in 2 parts like an effector of cerebrum. Dinocephalon have 3 parts like telomere. I'm not going to glance on those things. Although the midbrain is reduced in human is, Okay, but the most important thing I'm going to mention here, brain, our brain is electrical organ. I mentioned the electrical organism. because a lot of synapses are here, and a lot of blow up on is here. And because of that thing, more synaptic and more neurotransmitter, and your brain need food that is glucose. Glucose, your brain food is glucose. You know how much energy we need as per the energy consumption is concerned. Your body needs energy. Yes, our body need energy, but which part that need energy is almost 25%. Some have been claimed 20% per oxygen. I mean, they're gonna be here. That's why. If suppose you are a student, and I mentioned here, I am the student of biology. The same passion you could be also. If you are a biology student, whatever, you chemistry student, mathematics, whatever, you need to learn. If you need to learn, then you use something. It's supposed to be a teacher. Then you have to deliver a lecture. So the same thing, you have to use it. That's why I and student together, this we're using to trace nervous system. Trace nervous system. Whenever you're going to learn something, you have to trace your nervous system. So I'm here tracing the nervous system is. So of course, the lot of perception is why the person is going to be very, very, intelligent. Is there are other things I'm not going to mention here. What intelligence is, why they're going to be, what the best criteria for the intelligence is. But cerebral cortex are going to be considered because they have a large number of neurons, and those neurons, of course, they have a cognition function. That is, the most important thing is cognition. That's why our cognitive function is advanced. That's the most important thing is. That's why our cognition, cognition is advanced. For example, suppose, a typical example is cooking. I love cooking. There, so if you have a burger, and King Burger, I love it. You need to be go to, if you need something like go to KFC, but I love McDonald's. I'm just kidding there. Actually, the most important thing, we can cook. We can cook. Why we can cook? Because our cognition can even, we know the recipes, and then we produce recipes in chronological order, and then we make these things. But in similar passion, I suppose we're talking about Abby's jam, and then home, and then melamine is evolutionary. This is evolutionary. Even Abby's cannot make their food is, cooking, jam can't they, but man can. Why? Because they have more cognition is. That's why I have mentioned that they're responsible for perception, cognition, attention, memory, emotion, and action. All these are the function of brain. So, this is sometimes we call brain death. Brain death means sometimes the involuntary action is not working. It's suppose you are being in coma. Oh my goodness, your heart is working, but your body is not going to work. That is. Anyhow, today I mentioned and I repeat the role that is that there was just mentioned the brand important is, and the brand is. Although the brand we mentioned these things is somehow intelligence, tendency. I mentioned IQ, intelligent quotient there. I'm not going to mention that thing is somehow extraordinary, somehow brilliant, somehow genius, somehow below that thing is. But anyhow, if a person who have a PhD degree, if a person who been do their master in any science is there, okay, we call them okay. He uses brownies, but in the same patient, if a person who can learn to be a good mechanic, what about that person is? So that is approach. That is your approach. You have something. You have tendency, and you can do that thing. So find out the thing inside your body. So anyhow, if the synaptic proportion is concerned, synaptic. And this is one dendrite. Oh my goodness, and that is axon dendrite. And then again dendrite, and then again axon. That is. So that's the one neuron with another. So that is called synaptic version. How much thinking you have and how much memory you have. Why we remember our classes and why we not going to remember our teacher is. All these things is going to be happen That is because it one system. That is one system we call limbic system. The limbic system means the hypothalamus, amygdala, and hippocampus together. So they have it once function like memories, emotion and all this thinking. I mean, learning is, what the learning is. Learning by doing mean you have to learn this too by doing. So it's mean how you will remember these things. This is a ecological, even educational perception is when we hear we forget, when we hear do we remember. So that's why hearing, doing this because that is because of cognition. So the important things I have mentioned about the brain is, so brain is their center, and they have responsibility even just like perception, cognition, attention, memories. But here the action is occurring in the right time, the right sequence. So this is my stress thing about the brain is, and evolutionary when we go from fish